What's up guys, this is Lakhile here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 3 of the behind the scenes of my album, My Journey Through Faith, which comes out tomorrow on all digital platforms. By the time you're watching this video, the album is already out. So what I'm going to do here is just basically explain how we managed to pull this off, because this would not be possible without you, okay? As you're watching this video, I just want to let you know that this entire project, this entire creation, this whole idea that I even thought of back in November 2022, this would not be possible without you. This would not be possible without you. This album is really something special to me, and with all the things that I've been doing outside YouTube, you know, sometimes it's easy for me to forget how much this album really meant to me. And I just thought about it just right now, like literally, I forgot how many times I have saw the vision of God and how He, you know, it's crazy how God works, you know what I mean? But I've been really busy. I am so sorry I have not been posting that much on my social media. I can't even speak. I have not been posting that much on my social media lately, which by the way, you should follow, because I am looking to get back on my Facebook page and posting more content on my Facebook page. Same goes with all my other social media pages like Instagram, TikTok, X. It's not called Twitter no more, it's called X, which is really stupid. Of course, you see what I mean? I've been too busy. Give me a break, okay? Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm hoping to get back here on my YouTube page as well. And also, your boy has a new website. I'm gonna put a link in the description and you can check it out for yourself. It features everything about me, everything about my album. Just go check it out. It's LakhileDmusic.co.uk. I chose that name because I thought it sounded good, and so I did it. There's a link in the description. You can go check it out for yourself. Trust me, it is absolutely amazing. Give me a break. Allow me to breathe, okay? I'm too excited, okay? I am too caught up in the spiritual realm, okay? So if my English is poor, if my English is atrocious throughout this video, just turn off this video. Cut off this camera. I will cut off this camera if you want me to, okay? If you think my English is trash, if you think my English is garbage, give me a break. And a kick-up bar. Please. I'm begging you. I have no money. I'm broke. I'm skint. Okay? Okay, that's enough. Anyway, yeah, this album has just been an endeavor to work on. What I wanted to talk about this episode specifically is how we managed to pull this all off, because I've talked about my experience and what I was going through and how I write songs out of experience. I've also talked about the songs that were part of the album and what they mean to me. And I figured to myself, maybe it's time I, talk about how I actually managed to do the work. The producing, the recording, the instruments, the vocals, and clearly I did not do all of this by myself, okay? I could have not done this by my own strength, okay? This will not be possible by my own strength, my own wisdom, my own knowledge. This will not be possible, okay? It will just not be done. It will just not be done, okay? If you ask me, I am not that intelligent. I am not that smart, okay? I have really good knowledge for music. I have really good experience for music. I've been building my skills and my talents and creativity for music, but I don't do all the things, okay? I had to get help, okay? I had to call my mom, I had to call my music teacher, Alfie, I had to call every single person I knew that they would play a big part on this album, and they absolutely did that. So I am truly grateful for what they have achieved for this album, what they have put the work, the dedication, the energy and time. I am just super grateful that they managed to do that, and look what we have. A new album that comes out on March 20. You're probably watching this on March 20, March 21. Whatever date this is, whatever country you live, you're probably watching this video after the day before the release, but that's besides the point. I feel like I'm going all over the place right now because I legitimately forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, I was talking about, well, I want to talk about, the recordings and stuff like that, because I told you guys my experience, I told you what the songs mean, and now I want to talk about how I actually managed to pull this off. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with your family and friends, turn those notifications on so you don't miss out, and also check out I'm dead. My English is literally dead. Check out my other social media links. There'll be a link in the description. Facebook, Twitter, which is now X, TikTok, Instagram, and of course check out my website as well, Lakhile, let me say that again, lakhile.music.co.uk. Check it out, link in the description. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, before I get into how we managed to pull off this album, I just want to share with you guys a few screenshots and a few photos that I took in the making of this video specifically, because like I said, I want to talk about the recording, the equipment that I used, the setup and all of that stuff in order for this to work, okay? I absolutely appreciate these things that I used for the album and these things that I use for music in general. I would not be able to make the music that I make without the equipment that I have right now. So I just want to get that out of the way and just want to tell somebody real quickly, okay? I just needed to inform you and let you know that the equipment that I use for my album, I still use today and I will forever use it, okay? So yeah, I just want to let you know about that. So anyway, I started finishing writing the lyrics and writing the songs, and it was time for me to get to work. That's it. So for me, as I'm a musical creative guy, I was trying to think of some vocal melodies in my head that would match these lyrics, and of course, what would the instrumentals sound like along with the melody, and you know what I mean. I was just trying to get some thought process and some ideas and stuff, and I must say I am quite happy with how that turned out. How the vocal melodies match these lyrics, stuff like that. If you're a musician, if you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So, yeah, I'm glad I managed to do that. So, I started to finish recording the songs. It took me like quite a few weeks and a few months, It'll take me from point A to Z to get that done. Every single song took some time, but I think we managed to get these songs done. I can't specifically remember what I did for each song, but if I remember musically, I'd say, for example, like Lord Jesus, You're the King. I want to make it sound like a song of worship and a song for holiness, you know what I mean? Because we're talking about Lord Jesus, You're the King, right? Don't laugh at me, but I've been looking on some YouTube tutorials on how to make music sound the way it should sound. So I've been learning to program and produce orchestral instruments like the strings, and it was quite interesting because when you record strings on Logic Pro, they told me to use separate tracks, like one track for double bass, one track for cello, one track for viola, one track for violin, during the track separately instead of just all of them combined, just to give them, that distinctive sound, and being able to EQ and mix all of them and make them sound the way they should sound. So I think that really paid off for that song, Lord Jesus, You're the King. Just a little example of how I think musically and how the album itself should sound as a whole, because I am really experimenting, different genres of music within gospel, different genres of music within gospel and within Christianity. You know what I mean? So I've been experimenting. I've been learning from a lot of different people. I've been taking lots of inspiration from many gospel artists. I've been, just trying to see what could work, what wouldn't work, and I think it really, really paid off. And so I am really happy for that. So after I finished recording all the songs, I think what was, I don't even remember what was the next step. It was, I finished recording instrumentals, but of course I need to record my vocals because I wrote down the lyrics. So what's a song without vocals? Tell me right now. If I was allowed to have comments, I would allow you to comment. What would a song be without vocals? An instrumental. And who would want to listen to an album with nothing but instrumentals? Nobody. The answer is nobody. So I recorded the vocals for those songs. And I finished doing that. And afterwards, I was really interested in this website called Multitracks. It's hard to explain, but most people in church use this thing called Multitracks, and I find it interesting for me at first, because they show, all the layers, all the tracks of the instruments that were part of that song from that album by that artist. And it was interesting to me because it sounded exactly how it sounded on the original record. And so I've been really, really interested in that, especially up to now. I'm still learning how to properly use multitracks and stems, and that's exactly what we need to do for this album. So I've been talking to my music teacher, Alfie, and he has been helping me through a phone call how I can do these multitracks and stems on my laptop. What I needed to do was, if only I had my laptop right now, it would be easy to show you just like that. What I did was, I recorded all the instruments, all the tracks for every single song, even my vocals. Also, by the way, I'll talk about the stems later because this is another thing that I needed to do. So I recorded all the songs, and then I recorded my vocals, but then apparently I needed to lay a background vocal demo because there are some songs that have background vocals, and I must say, Claire Virginia, she is a gospel recording sensation. If you haven't checked out her content on Instagram, I need you to go check out her content right now because without her, this album would not be possible. Okay, she has absolutely delivered what needed to be delivered on this album. Okay, Claire, I thank you very much. You've done a really big part on this album, and I wish you many more to come. So, yeah, she helped me with the backing vocals, and I must say, she absolutely loved the gospel music that I listen to. I listen to Tasha Cobbs. She listens to Tasha Cobbs. She is just a freaking genius. She knows how to do the thing. She just knows how to do it. I don't know how she does it, but it's just amazing. I mean, heck, I should know by now. It's just amazing how she does it. It's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I need to lay down a vocal demo for the background vocals so she can see, when her part comes in, when her part comes out, when to do the harmonies or whether it's just, just a single melody, stuff like that. So I need to lay down those vocal demos and timestamp of when she comes in, when she comes out. I need to do that. So a lot of my time has been put into doing those backing vocal demos. And I also felt like for the featuring vocals, people that have been featured on my album. You know, my cousins were part of 2 songs, Your Presence and Central Direction. Goodness was the featuring vocals for 1 song, Walking It, and my uncle he did the featuring vocals for Tears So Sweet to Trust in Jesus. What I did was, how do I put this in words? So yeah, I wrote down the lyrics and then I just showed them on my phone the lyrics and how they would sing it, really. So that way they'll just come over and then they'll just lay down their vocal track and see what they can do with it. So yeah, anyway, I laid down the vocal demo. I showed it to the people who are going to be putting the tracks on the album, and yeah, we managed to pull it off. So anyway, Claire started recording the vocals with Alfie, and when I listened to it, I believe he sent those vocals back to me through Google Drive, I believe it was. And when I listened to them, I'm like, oh my god, this is surreal. There is absolutely no way he managed to pull it off. I was like mind blown. I was like, this absolutely sounds like something that would just come out from a record from, I don't know, like literally the gospel artists that you listen to nowadays. You know, Tasha Cobbs, William McDowell, Travis Green. Those gospel artists, those backing vocals from Claire, Virginia, they absolutely sound like gospel backing vocals that you'd hear from those popular gospel artists. I'm telling you, she just knows how to do it. She just knows how to do it. I can't even describe it. My English is just abysmal at this point. But she just knows how to do it. It's just amazing how she does it. So yeah, when Alfie sent me those vocals that Claire has done, I was absolutely blown away. My mum was also blown away too. She was absolutely amazed. You get the idea. She was amazed, I was amazed, we were just blown away. It just absolutely blown our socks off. It was phenomenal. It was fantastic. So, I believe if my memory was correct, what we needed to do next is figure out how we can get Claire's vocals to come to the tracks on my laptop, right? Because it's hard to explain it, but I think we had to do this file transfer thing, if that makes sense, from Google Drive, the vocal files from Google Drive into Logic Pro on my laptop. I instantly forgot how to do it, but I think you go on Google Drive. I think you download them, if my memory is correct. If not, then do not watch this video, okay? This video is not for you. If you want to figure out how you can do it for yourself, just search up some tutorials and do not listen to me, okay? Listen to somebody else if you have to, okay? They'll explain to you better, okay? And besides, I'm growing up. My English is already down the barrel. It's probably 6 feet deep. It's probably too far to reach it up, okay? Even my arm can't reach, okay? I might be 6 foot. But it's a long way down for me to grab my English back and put it back in my mouth hole, okay? It's just not the time for me. It is not the time. Anyway, H2O. Yeah, so I had to figure out a way to get those vocal files and put them into the Logic Pro tracks. So we did that. And then now I'm going to talk about those multi-tracks and the stems. I was saving the multi-tracks and the stems for now, so you can see what I'm going to talk about next. So the multi-tracks and the stems, it's quite simple really. I find it quite difficult at first, but now I find it very, very simple. I can't believe I didn't think of that in the first place. So, me and Alfie had a phone call, and we were just talking about how we're gonna make this work. So, he told me that I just select all of the tracks, you know, all of the MIDI tracks, all of the audio tracks, you know, every single track that was part of the album, every single track that was part of that song even. So, he told me to turn all of them into audio tracks. Actually, no, he actually told me that I should make a folder. Go to my files, make a folder called My Journey Through Faith, and then inside that folder, make some smaller folders of all the songs that were part of the album. So he told me to make a folder for the album, then make some folders inside that big folder, if that makes sense. And what he did was turn those files into audio files and then export them. And he told me to export them inside of My Journey Through Faith folder. And then he told me where I'm going to export those audio files for. You know, if the song is for, let's say, Living in the Promises, then I need to get the Logic project called Living in the Promises, export all of the tracks that are part of that song into audio files, and then export the audio files into that Living in the Promises folder. And we'll figure it out from there. So I exported those files into that folder, and he then told me to use this website called WeTransfer. So I exported the folder through WeTransfer with his email, and we just worked it out from there. What was gonna happen next is that music producer, his name is Abel, and oh my gosh, he can produce music for life. He currently works at this studio called Crystal Studio in Texas, in the USA, and oh my god, he can produce music for life. I would recommend you go check him out, but unfortunately I don't have his social media details, so you're just gonna have to trust and believe me for now. I'm telling you, this guy is a legend. So yeah, I've learned how to use multi-tracks and stems now on Logic Pro. So if you want to see a tutorial on that, just let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you don't miss out. I'll let you know whenever I do a video as possibly as I can. But yeah, like I said, trust and believe me. Keisha Cole. Anyway, so yeah, what I did was, I said it once, I'm gonna say it again in case you forgot. I go to a song, let's say Oh Jesus, for example. Actually no, Fresh New Start. So I go to the project called Fresh New Start. I select all the MIDI tracks and audio tracks. I just turn all of them into audio files, and then I go to the folder that I created in the Files app, and then I search for the folder that says Fresh New Start, and then the audio tracks for Fresh New Start I'm gonna put in the folder. Then I'm gonna export it, and I just have to wait patiently, of course, because it's exporting. And then I just go to the Fresh New Start folder, and I'm gonna see the tracks for the song Fresh New Start that's in that folder. And then I'm gonna just send that folder to Alfie using the WeTransfer website. And the producer, he'll start mixing, he'll start mastering, and then after quite some time, he'd send me back what he has mixed, what he's mastered, and then he would ask me to put down some notes of what's good, what needs improving. And I must say, I've got a really good musical ear. I can, when I listen to music, I can specifically hear, what was added into that song, the elements, what was, every single part of that song, that just does what needs to be done, So I have a really good ear because, for music from Travis Green, Jonathan McReynolds, Tasha Cobbs, William McDowell, all these gospel artists that you listen to nowadays, I wanted this album to sound, to get a little bit of direction from them, I wanted to sound like the way that it should sound when you listen to a gospel album, or even just music in general. I wanted to sound the way it should sound when you listen to a record, an album, an EP, a single, whatever. I wanted to sound the way it sounds like those records. I want to sound exactly like those records. So I have a really good sharp ear, so whenever I hear something is not right, I'll note it down as kindly as I can, and he'll just get to work A, B, C, D, E, F, G to point Z, and he'll just do the things. He would just, he knows what I'm looking for. He just knows what I'm looking for. So he'll do his very best. He'll do his darndest to try and find what I'm looking for. You know, whenever I just need a little bit more bass guitar, I'll just tell him to add more bass guitar. Whenever there's something about the drums, you know, I just tell him to mix about the drums. He'll just get every single job done. So I'm absolutely grateful for that.